corporeal manifestations, full-scale psychomagnetheric events, exiled Sumerian gods. For a fleeting, ephemeral moment, we were heroes, celebrated across the city, heck, across the world. Unparalleled in our field, preternatural pioneers on the brink of discoveries our scientific forefathers could never have even dreamed of. At even the slightest implication of paranormal activity, everyone knew who to call. Now, I'm sure you're wondering what happened. Chalk it up to a huge misunderstanding, a fallout. For a while, I wasn't sure why I was getting out of bed in the morning. And some mornings I didn't. That's all behind us now. We saved the world yet again, and we're back. The firehouse cleans up pretty good, huh? At one point, some hotshots bought the place and turned it into an overpriced Java joint. But now, we're up, running, and firing on all 16 cylinders. All to code, too. Well, most of the codes. At the very least, the codes we're aware of. For me, it's the energy of the old place. Pure ebullience, galvanic energy coursing through the air. And no, I'm not talking about anything psychokinetic, ectoplasmic, or paranormal. Just good, old-fashioned human emotion. Provinces of the living. Oh, I didn't know how much I needed to be back. How much Winston needed me back here. But someone from the old guard has to hold down the fort, you know? Because there's still real work to be done. And that's where you come in. The phone isn't ringing off the hook right now, which is a blessing and a curse. What's good for business is a bad omen for everything else. But if it were up to me, I'd still be in the thick of it. But it's time for a new generation. And that's you. You have the chance to peek behind the capricious veil of life itself and see firsthand what exists on the other side. So don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Well, slimy, really. And yes, that might mean having to pick up a book or two. What people don't know about the Ghostbusters could fill 10 encyclopedias. And before you even ask, yeah, I've thought about it. Been approached by some very interested parties, which isn't saying much. Every hack and wannabe with a laptop can be published today, whether they know the science or not. And trust me, they don't.
Ray?
Go ahead, this is Ray.
Is there someone there with you? Let me guess. The new recruit is there with you? Ray, you gotta let them get to work. All trainees report directly to the firehouse, remember? Over.
Well, that's our time. Good talk. Off you go to meet Kat. Welcome to the team. Don't worry, I'll be in touch.
I'm so glad the Ghostbusters are back.
Back for you, maybe, but for me, they never left. I mean, sure, some people left. And for a while, it was just me, and a phone that never rang. But not anymore. Things are heating up around here, and that's why we need help. Enthusiastic young minds, ready to face all of the otherworldly apparitions materializing in this plane of existence. I've always felt that the Ghostbusters are an invaluable societal resource, like teachers, doctors, or custodial workers. I'm so excited to see our team growing. The things you'll experience here will be like nothing you've ever seen before. We may not be able to offer you a 401k or health insurance, but when you're older like me, when you think back, you wouldn't trade anything in this job for the world.
No, of course it's not that.
Then what is it?
It's...
And speaking of Ray, based on the fact that you're 15 minutes late for your orientation, I'll assume you've already met him. He has a tendency to get worked up and can forget that we have an onboarding process for a reason.
Love Ray like a brother, but he needs to get out more.
Allow me to introduce the head honcho, Winston Zedmore.
Welcome, kid. Happy to have you on the team. I may sign the checks, but don't go around calling me boss. If you have any questions, don't ask me, call Kat.
That's me. I run operations here. You and the other busters will get your jobs dispatched from me. Any trouble in the firehouse or the field, you come to me. Got it? Oh, and before you go, grab that radio off my desk. Okay, no time to waste, so let's get moving. First up, your jumpsuit, which you'll find in the closet. Pretty self-explanatory what that is. If it isn't, we've got problems. Head-to-toe meta-aramid polymer isn't the style for everyone, but I'm sure you'll find a way to make it your own.
Hey, we could really use.
Hey, we could really use your help out there.
Now go
Hey,
ahead and suit up.
we could really use your help out there.
Hey, we could really.
Hey,
Hey,
Hey, we could.
Hey, we could really use your help out there.
Hey, it's Kat. You decent? Come meet me in the alley. Target practice.
Well, 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 look at you. How do you feel?
Ready to roll.
That's what we like to hear. Go ahead and pick up that proton pack. Sorry, that it's the class. Not to worry though. The base tech is solid. That being said, we have some fun new modifications in the works. Winston's got a tech guy upstairs, but you'll be wielding this for now.
This is so freaking cool.
Now let's learn how to use it. First up, the particle thrower. You had the toy when you were a kid, like I did. You can imagine this real thing has some actual heat to it. And don't forget, that pack's gonna overheat if you sustain fire long enough. So make sure you vent before you enter overheated cooldown. Venting manually will... Good work! Alright, let's try some tethering. The ghost will try to escape your tether by pulling against your pull direction. When you see the tether getting damaged, pull in a different direction to counteract. Already hooking them like a pro. Once you've got tethering down, the next part is the trap. Try deploying the trap first, and then you'll learn how to activate it. Deploy the trap beneath the... Nice! Now to open or close the trap, you need to be in range of the pedal. Once it's open, pull the ghost into the field of the trap until it starts to get sucked in. The ghost can still escape, even when it's in the final pull field. So keep an eye on them until the trap is completely closed. And make sure to monitor the trap's battery, because the charge can drop fast when the trap is deployed and open. When you need to retrieve the trap, look down at the pedal or approach the trap itself. Once you've retrieved it, the trap battery will begin recharging. And that's how you trap a ghost. Well done! Not many can pull this off on their first day. You've got skill. Now do it 40 more times.
Come in, Kat.
Hey, boss. What's up?
Keep it down out there. The neighbors are starting to complain. Again.
All right. We could always just move on to using the PKE meter. Take it inside?
Perfect. You got one down there?
Sure do. Right here.
Eddie can walk you through it. I don't know. Eddie, are you on this channel? Eddie?
This is the only channel you give me access to.
Yeah, and for good reason. Listen, we got a new recruit that needs some pointers with the PKE meter. Walk them through it. Maybe give our kind and understanding New York neighbors a break.
I would, but I'm a little busy right now. I think I'm close to finally cracking what that smell is. See, there's this tiny gap between the radiator and the wall. And what fits perfectly between radiators and walls? A lot of things, apparently. But in this situation, it's something contained in a cheese product that...
Walk them through it, Eddie.
Will do, boss. Tell the new buster to head inside the firehouse fast so I can return to more meaningful work. They can ping me on this channel. My only channel.
So, that's Eddie. He could be a bit prickly at first, but you'll learn to appreciate his eccentric nature. Or die trying.
Alright, if you pass your entrance test, this device should pretty much be second nature to you. The psychokinetic energy meter is one of the oldest and most valuable devices in the Ghostbusters arsenal. I wish I could take credit for its invention, but predates even me. Somehow.
Standard ghost tracker.
Bingo! Instead of further lecturing you on scientific breakthroughs, why don't I just show you? There. Do you see how it's responding? The PKE meter becomes more active based on the direction of the signal. When you're right on top of a paranormal entity, you'll know it. It's picking up on the metaphysical energy that empowers not only ghosts, but tons of other negatively charged objects. When the PKE picks up the metaphysical energy of ghosts and objects, it'll light up and make a bunch of noise. The screen displays a pattern depending on the type of signal being tracked. A cascading dot pattern means it's ecto energy, whereas an ascending dot pattern indicates a ghost drift. The sidearms will raise and lower depending on whether you're pointing it at the signal or not. The main screen and light elements will not illuminate if a signal is not present, so move around until you hit something. That's it! Congratulations! There's a chance you may not die on the first job.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Is that what it was? a toddler without a frighteningly advanced piece of technology could have found that one. Dare I say you're actually pretty good at this? Hurry up and find the last item so we can both move on to the fun part of this job. That's all of them. Good thing I wasn't timing you. My watch battery would have died.
You're the office funny guy then, huh?
I've been told that people warm up to me. Okay. You can bring the PKE to the lab now. I think I just feel better knowing I checked it myself.
So, how was that experience?
Congratulations. You have soared up the rankings of my favorite coworkers.
Good. I'll need that head start as I continue to boss you around.
Never thought I'd be back in this place. But it feels, well, it feels right. I'm sure some folks are surprised that I'm the one running the place now. In which case, they weren't paying attention.
Hello. Quick, hand it over.
This place is wild.
Jungles are wild. Chaotic flora growing in all directions with reckless abandon. Everything you see here is exactly as I intended to be. And if you forget, you're as good as a gazelle in a lion's den. Dead. You're dead.
Yikes.
I bet you're wondering why we're not using the more advanced gigameters, huh? That's the never-ending struggle between science and budget constraints. Looks like everything is calibrated and ready to go. Okay, now that the minutiae is out of the way, let's get into the good stuff. Don't think that they just keep me around to calibrate supernatural dowsing rods for rookies, do you? Wait, I just realized that probably no one introduced me. Kat, did you introduce me?
Absolutely not.
Hello, I'm Dr. Edmund Chan, but you'll call me Eddie, because everyone does, and it's what I prefer.
It's nice to meet you, Eddie.
Not knowing a single thing about you, I'm gonna refrain from saying likewise. No offense.
None taken?
As you might have inferred, I run the lab here at Ghostbusters HQ. That means research and development, full technological oversight, and the occasional new recruit instruction. If you have any questions about any of your equipment, I'm the one to ask. Only me. Don't talk to anyone else. They don't know anything. Like that cyclotron on your back. I bet you didn't realize that it could be upgraded. Enhanced power coils, frictionless ionizers, you get the idea. Tons of things that you'll use every day out there on the job. Mopping up ectoplasm, heralded as a hero.
Are you okay?
The point is, bring me your gear and I'll make it better. Got it? Good. Looks like that's your cue.
Gonna have to cut your orientation short. We've got a job and I need you on it ASAP.
I'd wish you luck, except I don't believe in logical fallacies.
If you want
Cool that you're
it's
here.
probably nothing. Probably.
I feel fearless.
Ghosts surround us every day. It's just that most aren't strong enough for their presence to be felt by the living.
Count on me. That thing safe?
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of liking honorary ghost.
Trap incoming!
In a way.
Oh boy, we got a massive rift over here! Almost! Gotta cool my proton pack down. Don't worry about a thing. We'll have this wrapped up in no time.
Well, thanks, I guess. I just need to chill out.
You're not gonna let a silly old ghost bother you, are you? I see 4 or 5 of these a day.
I just need to chill out.
Nothing to see here. Just your standard ectoplasmic exorcism.
Sounds good. I'm gonna be fine.
Nope, nothing here. I found him!
I bet you're wondering why you're one of the few people here. This firehouse is a work in progress, but it's our HQ. This place is special, and I really want it to be the jewel in the crown of our team. No pressure, though. We're a team, working together to watch each other's backs. That's how I learned to be successful, and I learned it right here. Don't sweat it if it feels like sometimes you're the only one around. We'll never send you into the field alone. That car parked in the garage is the original Ecto-1. And let me tell you, it was a hunk of junk long before it ever made its way to this firehouse. Forget the PKE array or any of the other modifications Egon strapped to it. I'm just talking about keeping that carburetor clean. Part of me wonders if I've spent more time under the hood of that car than out there chasing down ghosts. But you want to know what really scares me? Telekinetic phantoms and demons from another dimension don't even come close to the fear I feel in the pit of my stomach every time I see a vintage wagon out in the wild. If it wasn't obvious, I'm more committed to the Ghostbusters than ever. When you find your passion, never let anything or anyone take it from you, especially a series of regulations and codes any business operating in this city needs to adhere to. Plumbing, electrical. Don't get me started on what a headache that fire pole is. So if you see me around, that's probably what I'm up to. Cat's got the day-to-day handle, thank goodness.
I'm a huge fan. That's pretty obvious. But I'm not here just because I'm a fan. I'm here because I know the history, I know the haunts, and I know the business inside and out. That being said, being a fan sure does help. You know, I was there that night, here in New York. Only 7 or 8 at the time, but I remember everything like it was yesterday. The lights, the sounds, the interdimensional portal in the sky. It was probably scary for some kids, but I couldn't look away. The events in Oklahoma sent a giant beacon out into the ghost tracking community. At first, everyone was wondering who could be at the center of all of it. You can imagine what my reaction was like when I discovered it was the Ghostbusters. I'd never stopped believing. But as an enthusiast, a fan, it was unbelievable. I almost drove out to Oklahoma right then and there. Probably would have if it wasn't Oklahoma. I'm only kidding. Kind of.
Hey, listen up. I've got big things underway. Report to the bookstore immediately. Keep this between us. Welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Take a seat or stand, make yourself comfortable. What I have to show you is of the utmost importance and can't wait a second longer. You see before you, perhaps the most prodigious discovery known to the metaphysical science community. Look familiar? It's the first, and I mean very first, edition of Tobin's Spirit Guide. The holy grail of supernatural encyclopedia. I finally tracked this down a week ago and it just arrived. I had to overnight it from... It's best you don't know. Now, I can't deny that my possession of such an extraordinary artifact does naturally provoke questions as to how and where I got it. It's no secret that Tobin is a hero of mine. Throughout Ghostbusters operations, the Spirit Guide has been our de facto resource. Even now, over 100 years since its first publication, it remains the most respected compendium in the paranormal investigative medium. No other researcher, metaphysician, or common raving supernatural-obsessed maniac has gone to the lengths that Tobin did to chronicle that which is not of this world. Although some might say, given his sordid later life, perhaps he went too far. Like Tobin, I too fell down a rabbit hole at a young age. This mildewed tome has been my elusive golden goose, my singular vice and obsession. I paid a great deal of money, well, Winston's money, to some questionable individuals who have scoured the farthest reaches and risked countless perils to find it. And turns out, it was right under Tobin's nose all along. Literally. It was found in his coffin, resting on his now concave chest. John Horace Tobin had his spirit guide buried with him. Here, a keepsake from your first occult book acquisition. Never forget this moment, kid. It's a big one.
You there! Yes, you, Ghosty. Tremble in trepidation, for before you I stand, the magnanimous purveyor of the paranormal, leading scholar on the supernatural, once known in another dimension long ago as John Horace Tobin. I have shed my mortal coil and appear to you now, lost spirit, as the gatekeeper between the world of the living and what lies beyond. Behold! Behold! Oh, bugger. Give us a sec. There we are! Today is not your finest day, Ghosty, but it is your luckiest. Prithee, look to me from here as your guide to what exists beyond existence. Fear not the eternal darkness, for I shall light the lamppost which illuminates your passage. Follow the interminable horizon of the shadowy plane. Release your forsaken soul from all worldly ties, for... Wait a tick. You're not bloody dead, are you? Then what in the name of St. Stephen are you doing here? Look, I haven't the foggiest how you fumbled your way into this realm, nor do I care. Despite your spectral facade, you don't belong here, and quite frankly, you look ridiculous. And that's coming from a talking ledger. Evidently, the fates have a piss-poor sense of comedy. Well, this certainly puts a spanner in the works. My assigned duty is to serve as mediator for the recently deceased again, not you. I take the dead, teach them the ropes, so to speak, and send them on their hauntings. Oh, but perhaps... Yes. Yes, Ghosty! I've got it! There is a metaphysical mischief to be done, and I find no reason why you shan't be privy to the delights. Lord knows I've had some time to kill in this place, and picked up a few pointers. No better way to immerse oneself into the headspace of a spectre. A rambunctious excursion into the world of the living is the perfect distraction from a purgatorial eternity. What say you? Want to spook some meat puppets? First, you need to find your footing. A figure of speech, of course, because as you've probably noticed, you haven't got any... Well done, Ghosty. Say, are you a quick learner or have you been dead before? Well, never mind it. See the giant schism in the sky over there? That is a rift! Once you enter, you'll be transported to your very first haunt. So, make haste! Welcome to my garden of otherworldly delights. A job's a job, and yours is to terrorize and torment. So, get in and let's get cracking. A bevy of charms and abilities reside at your disposal with which you may scare and wreak havoc. Conserve if you can, Ghosty, for your psychokinetic energy is a precious commodity. You must cool down periodically, or your powers will not work, including your ectovision. A Ghosty's most important resource is psychokinetic energy. Use it wisely. It'll take a bit of time to get the old juices flowing again once you've run out, so be mindful of draining your energy. Keep one eye on your meter and you won't get caught on a full moon with your knickers down. Savvy? Never underestimate the rewards of cowardice. Behold! All around you is a world of possessibility. Use every object you can, duck, dodge, and wait for the perfect opportunity to spring your spectral trap. One of the more invigorating features in your cabinet of respawning from cliffs is key, so pay attention. If a ruddy Ghostbuster gets you by the gills while a rift is active, you will respawn at the rift. However, this destroys the damn thing from further use. A full location haunting starts with teeny tiny baby steps. Try individually haunting different rooms to increase your power, allowing for faster energy regeneration. Civvies and busters alike are easily scared in these predicaments, and if you see a floating brolly, that's because objects in these rooms begin haunting themselves. in turn creating a diversion, allowing you, Ghosty, to hide. You can actively haunt objects too, but why waste the energy, I say? All right, enough preamble. Let's get to the good stuff. Horrification. As an otherworldly, albeit temporary spirit, you are denied so many earthly pleasures. Therefore, we must fill the void with other exquisite delights. That's right. Scaring the pants of anything that moves. Try it and let me know how it goes. The best defense is a strong offense. Or is it the other way around? Either way, these next two tricks will be sure to send more than a shock up the trousers of those banal busters. You see the silly satchels they carry upon their backs. Why don't you try sneak quarrel? Face to face! Whereas you and I love ectoplasm and everything to do with it, the living can't stand it. Literally, cover them with enough and they won't be able to stand at all. Oh no! What's this? You've become ensnared by the power of the dreaded electric. If, God forbid, you are pulled into the final ghost trap field, it's curtains for you. At most, you will have a brief moment to try and break now, Ghost. Should you, despite all maneuverings, be seized in the final fatal capture, find your way back to me, so that I might imbue you with the power to haunt once more.
Whoa, kid. You still with us? You look like you saw a ghost. I know it's the job, but still, you look scorched. Call me delusional, but I wager there's more to this book than meets the eye. But don't worry. You and I are going to figure it out. Anyway, we best head back to the firehouse for now.
Destroyed. Best not let them get near those other two. Do you want to be captured? Protect your wrists! This is what rifts are for! Go now and respawn!
Down.
Hey, watch out!
Whoa! Slow down there.
Excuse me.
Clear the area, folks.
Excuse me.
Whatever you're doing, do more! They're all running scared. What a tormented and otherworldly effect you've had on the place.
Whoa! Slow down there.
What the?
Got the little guy. Try to stay calm, folks, and I'll do the same.
Take it easy.
Hey, watch out!
I've got one!
I declare this location to be fully haunted. Carry on.
Simmer down. Hey, what?
But it's a fighter!
Oh, God. It's everywhere.
Remarkable, just remarkable. Cheers.
show them how we do things downtown.
I stunned it!
What was that?
Just chill.
The ghost may be captured, but you've got rifts to take out if we're going to bust this thing.
It's probably nothing. Probably.
Thanks.
Ew, ew.
Good job! All the rifts are done so. It's Ghostbusters time.
We just lost a civilian.
Catalog! Initiate trap!
Nice!
God, everywhere!
Try to stay calm, folks, and I'll do the same.
Try to stay calm, folks. And I'll do the same.
That doesn't make me
Watch
feel
yourself!
better.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Everything is under control. Wait, did I say this?
No.
kicked its ass.
Yada yada, nice work out there. So what I really need right now is you to play messenger for me. There's a package on Bankman's desk. Go check it out and let me know what it is. Thanks and keep up the good work. Over.
Dad, it looks like an old ghost trap. Like, really old.
That's weird. I just ran
Don't mind me,
inventory
just
and
filling
all our
out the
traps are...
Your feeble attempts to confine me have failed. I have escaped your pathetic trap, and my resolve to inflict pain upon your world has only grown stronger. Now you will know the meaning of fear. Wretched mortals, prepare to meet your end.
Not so fast, you platitudinous phantasmagorical parasite!
It's too late. Doom is here, at your doorstep. You cannot stop me.
There's more where that came from. Let Winston go, or next time, that'll be you.
Fine. I will yield. Take back this useless, disgusting flesh part. Power as great as mine requires a more worthy surrogate, and I see none here that are fitting. It would seem I'm unable to release him. I require some assistance. Do not think you have won. There is hell to pay. Oh yes, you will pay when I get out of here.
Yeah. Eddie, get him in the chair.
Whatever we're dealing with, he won't say his name, is in complete control of Winston, mentally and physically. Luckily for us, it seems to be much weaker than, for example, Zool. More like the possessors you usually encounter.
Even so, a non-corporeal, otherworldly possessor is no laughing matter. But for the life of me, I can't remember trapping this one.
I hold your world in the palm of my hand, ready to crush it like an ant. Hurry up and get me out of this guy before I lose my patience. You haven't seen the full extent of my rage.
Well, if it looks anything like the scared, lost little puppy who nearly wet himself at the sight of a proton pack, then yes, we don't want to see that again.
Keep talking, fool. I've reduced lesser worlds to steaming piles of ash.
Let me cut in. When dealing with supernatural entities, I recommend taking a softer approach. Listen up, Nameless. I hate to be a Debbie Downer, as they say, but Winston is extremely crucial to this operation, not to mention a close friend. So, you have to let him go. You understand?
Separate us, and I'll consider your insolent offering. I was locked inside that trap for so long that I forgot why I even came to this cold, boring vestibule you call life.
We'll do whatever it takes to free Winston. Let's get to work, everyone. You keep busting ghosts while we take care of this, and we'll keep you in the loop. Let's start by running a test. Eddie, flex that muscle you call brain.
Actually, the brain is made up of neurons, not technically.
Cool. And Ray, maybe there's something useful in your library?
Good thought. This Nameless is very different from the possessor ghosts we typically encounter. The way he speaks about our world suggests that he's crossed over from parts unknown. And judging by the vice-like grip he has on Winston's mind, body, and spirit, even the entity might not realize the depths of its own true power. I'm gonna head back to the shop and see if there's any information I can dig up on this hellish hitchhiker.
Don't worry, Winston's tough. He'll pull through this. I hope. If Mrs. Edmore stops by, tell her Winston's, in a meeting. The best thing you can do right now is respond to calls while we work on the situation here.
As much as I loathe this wretched hovel you call an existence, it's better than being under a mattress next to some dirty gym socks. I'm going bored of waiting on you imbeciles. Hurry up! I've got business to attend to. Perhaps I was a bit hasty with the whole possession thing, but you have to agree, when the choice was this guy or you, I made the right decision. As I lay under this vagrant's mattress, biding my time until the day I would once again unleash my unbridled power of darkness upon your kind, I heard stories told of you Ghostbusters and your many encounters, all which pale in comparison to the devastation which I am capable of. Under this mattress, I also heard some, other things that I wished I could forget. As much as I loathe this...
So what do you plan to do about this whole possession thing?
I'm so glad you asked. Wasting time placating your curiosity is actually crucial to my success. Sorry, I'm just not good with confronting challenges for which I'm utterly uninformed. It irritates me. Plus, who's gonna sign our paychecks? This city's expensive.
Well, I'll let you get back to it. Let me know if I can be helpful.
Oh yes, I'm sure your wealth of scientific knowledge will bring plenty of... Okay, I'll let you know.
Made any breakthroughs?
Yes, practically every day of my life. In terms of the possession, no, not yet. But it's near impossible to concentrate with all the noise this thing makes.
Call me thing. One more time, human.
You know, there's a pretty good chance that freeing Winston almost certainly entails vaporizing you. And I can't wait. This is the first time my direct supervisor has gotten possessed and it wasn't my fault. Huge.
No developments from the lab, I take it? Give it some time. We're going to save him, that's irrefutable. Whether we blow the place up in the process, that's another matter. Wouldn't be the first time. Don't lose hope. Pretty robust few weeks on the job, huh? Most new hires don't expect their boss to get possessed by a heinous otherworldly spirit. Well, at least not until after the 3-month probationary period. You're getting a real peek behind the velvet curtain. Come for a status update on my research. Great. Well, I can tell you it's multi-layered. As you know, Tobin's Spirit Guide is your go-to resource when it comes to classifying unknown paranormal phenomena. But in the rare instance the guide fails, I consult the notes we've collected over the years, including a good deal of Egon's research. Then there's the scholarly publications, though with those you'd be pressed to find much that dives beneath the surface level. And of course you got amateur stuff, but it's a toss-up whether any of that's worth a damn or just like your Uncle Dave's Sunday pet project. You know what's a surprising wealth of knowledge? MySpace. Those emo kids knew their stuff.
You saw the ghost, but did it see you? That's important.
I can handle most things. Guess I'll just help myself up. That's me.
Well, that was a sucker punch. Mostly to my ego. Thanks.
Don't worry. Nothing to see here. Just your standard ectoplasmic exorcism.
Sounds good.
Hold up! Hey! We lost one!
Nice work. But don't forget about the rifts. That's where the ghosts manifest.
Trust me, we've seen a lot worse. I'm talking fully formed psychokinetic entities.
Relief to hear it.
If you want to know if everything's fine, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, take care now. Ghost is tethered!
Whoa, slow down there.
What the?
We did it! We did it!
Oh, you'll never believe it. I was cross-referencing Egon's old research with Tobin's guide, and I came across an almost identical set of findings relating to metaphysically imbued relics. Could be a lead. I'll continue digging. Oh, and, you're doing great. Keep up the good work out there.
I don't use the term genius generously, but I'm the most genius of geniuses who has ever geniused. Massive developments are underway. You, me, lab, now. Look, it's stable. Not the best example, but for people it should be fine. Someone has to go in. The key to freeing Winston from Nameless's possession depends on it. Ray's a founder. Cat's far too important to operations around here. Me, I'm the brightest scientific mind of this generation. So that leaves...
You shouldn't be here. You don't belong here. You... Wait. You're a Ghostbuster. How in the seven hells did you come through a rift? No. Let me guess. You messed about with things you only half understand. Seems about par for your... My name is John Horace Tobin. I am the gatekeeper between yada yada yada. And now you seek my guidance. Things come so simply for the living, don't they? How very lucky you are that the door you opened has the answer on the other side. But know this. I am only aiding you because the creature you're dealing with is a harbinger of something much worse. And if left unrestrained, could mean terrible things for both our worlds. Oh! I do not miss the persistent slack-jawed gaze of humanity, nor do I miss your inability to understand that you already possess what you need. A binding relic imbued with occult powers. A tool meant to keep my legacy out of the wrong hands? The leather strap that sealed my spirit guide.
Okay, but it came right off, like it wasn't even knotted.
That's not how it works. Oh, forget it. I've had enough of your living stench. Go now, until you return to me in a proper state. Dead.
Oh my god, you're alive! Tell me everything.
I'm still processing my existence. But in the meantime, I think these will help.
You went through an interdimensional rift and came back with an old belt?
Not just any belt, Eddie. A binding relic. Sorry for the interruption, but I couldn't help but overhear. The science of the paranormal is pure, uncompromised pursuit. But once you also incorporate good old-fashioned mysticism, it becomes a whole other ballgame. Eddie, that belt is the key.
Not what I would have expected, but I'll try anything twice. I'll incorporate this, binding relic, and let you know when the device is ready.
Wait! Let's not be so rash. Let's discuss this. Haven't you heard of diplomacy? Arrogant human! I should take that binding relic and stick it up your ass!
Welcome, welcome! A breakthrough is inbound. Not bad, huh?
What are you planning with that old belt?
Weren't you listening? It's a token of binding.
Looks like an old belt.
It's not.
I saw you wearing it earlier.
No, you didn't.
Are you calling me a liar?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm calling you.
You will be the first to die. What do you want, you puny net?
Take it from someone who knows. No one's gonna respond to you with that kind of attitude.
Release me, or I will personally bring unimaginable pain to you and your kind.
Wow. Do you haunt your mother with that mouth?
I was born of pure, visceral, negative energy.
You know, I've been working on an idea for a negative ionic infuser. The only problem is it'd need an immense, non-corporeal power source. How pure and visceral did you say your origination was again?
Barely any.
That's what I thought.
Of course I'm worried about Winston. I know Ray is too, but he gets caught up in the frenzy of it all. A new challenge. I have to remind myself that these guys are old pros. And this is just another day on the job. Of course I'm worried about Winston. I know Ray is too, but he gets caught up in the frenzy of it all. A new challenge. I have to remind myself that these guys are old pros. And this is just another day on the job.
You know, most people don't realize the amount of research that goes into paranormal detection and suppression. You gotta use the right resources. East 57th Street, New York Society Library. When the staff isn't looking, you can slip into the Z stacks. That's where they keep the rare stuff. Careful when you're making copies. Some of those books are one firm fold away from crumbling. But you didn't hear any of this from me. Oh, and if you run into someone named Dolores, don't mention me. Old flames burn bright, sometimes blindingly so.
Okay.
You know, I don't usually miss being out in the field, but every blue moon I'll feel the sting of envy when the alarm rings and I hear the new recruits rush to the ecto. My time is more valuable here now, being a resource to Kat and Eddie and you.
Of course. And without you, there'd be no one to help customers here in the bookstore.
A very good point that will be proven when we get a customer.
That it actually worked!
There. Destroy the final two and end this. Only one rift stands in your way. Destroy it. captured. You've got rifts to take out if we're going to bust this thing.
Came, we saw, we kicked his ass.
Remember, you're a Ghostbuster now. Give 'em hell.
Got the little guy.
Only 2 rifts left. You got this. Got the ghost. Now tackle those remaining rifts so he can't come back.
Try to stay calm, folks. And I'll do the same.
Oh no.
You're not gonna let a silly old ghost bother you, are you? I see 4 or 5 of these a day.
Sounds good.
It's probably nothing. Probably.
Good advice.
This is nothing but your run-of-the-mill, everyday supernatural occurrence. See here.
If you want to know if everything's fine, I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, adios.
That doesn't make me feel better.
You know what they say about fear? It's just false evidence appearing real.
Thanks for getting up today.
Quick, get it while it's done.
Ghost captured, rifts closed. You'll love to see it.
Your assignment begins now.
I can't believe that actually worked. Stay cool.
Ghost captured. Now, focus on the rifts. There are still more to destroy and permanently end this.
Probably nothing. Probably.
Nothing to see here. Just your standard ectoplasmic exorcism.
Thanks for getting up today.
It got me. Bad. Ugh.
worse than I expected.
I'll do better next time. Thank you.
Close. Destroy the final rift and make it count.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Got a ghost on a tether here, people!
Those things are like the termites of the spectral world.
Ghostbusters coming through. It's done. Let's blast it.
Rift sealed, ghosts congealed. All in all, a solid day's work.
Eddie thinks he made a breakthrough. I'm cautiously optimistic. Head to the lab and keep an eye on him for me. I'll be up soon.
You made it just in time. Let me guess. Kat sent you to check on me. Well, it was an unnecessary protocol. Why does everyone just casually forget that I'm a genius scientist? This device, kinetic endothermic actuator, will overstimulate the negative ions within... Basically, it's gonna rip this guy out of that guy.
Good. It's starting to stink in here.
That's you.
And someone's been oozing ectoplasm all over the floor.
Also you. Even more reason to initiate the procedure. Oh good, an authority figure has arrived. Let us begin. Winston? Welcome back.
Whew, that was something else. Thanks, Eddie. Whew, enough time's been wasted.
Let's get back to work.
A commendable effort at escape, but you clearly don't know who you're dealing with.
Bravo! You think you're so smart, huh? Bet you won't be feeling so smart when I do this.
Eddie, come in. This is urgent. Whatever you do, do not untether Winston from that metaphysical being.
Too little, too late.
What the hell's going on up there?
Ooh, you're in trouble now, Eddie.
Shut up! Stall. I can figure this out.
Sounds like a lot of commotion going on, considering that I specifically asked for you to keep Eddie at bay.
Let me guess. Eddie's hypothetical science didn't go as planned, and Nameless was able to get the slip on him, opening a cross-dimensional doorway with the intent of bringing some of his foul-mouthed friends to the party?
We need to close it, ASAP. Ray, would you mind helping us find a solution?
You know, gaining insight into the wide world of the occult is my favorite pastime. I'm on it, and I assume Eddie's on top of it too.
Exactly what I'm afraid of. But we've still got a job to do, and people that need us. The rookie and I will handle field work. Good luck with repairing the hole in the fabric of space-time. Got a minute? Eddie flies by the seat of his pants, so when I ask you to make sure he doesn't do anything, you know what I mean now, right? Don't sweat this one. Eddie's a genius and should be allowed to soar. But I can tell you firsthand how embarrassing it is to have to call the fire department to a firehouse because it's on fire. Listen, Eddie's starting to trust you. He might even like you. So next time, just play it cool. Then dive on him and wrestle away the power switch like all of our lives depend on it.
Gotcha.
A lot of my friends ask me how I got this gig, and it's a bit unbelievable. A want ad in the Sunday paper. After I'd been working here a while, I asked Winston about it. He said he wanted to find someone who had next generation know-how with old school sensibilities. Lucky for me, my grandma clips and sends me any articles and headlines that have to do with the Ghostbusters. Always has, since I was a kid. She's a badass. No joke, this demonic possession is the only real vacation Winston's taken in years.
I'm making good progress, but nothing major yet. If only we were able to sit down and have a coherent conversation with the ghost upstairs, we could end this nonsense. But for now, it's up to research. These compendiums aren't just for passing time, you know. Well, that being said, nothing beats a cup of joe and a good book on the history of, say, Romanian hauntings. Remember that next time you're looking for a relaxing activity between shifts. There's very little information in any of these texts related to exactly what we're dealing with. But I have a sneaking suspicion that Nameless isn't just visiting our dimension and taking over living bodies for fun. I like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, living or otherwise, but cracking open portals in Eddie's lab strikes me as a bit of a red flag. Unless, in this case, they're not. Maybe there's something, or someone on the other side, that can help us get to the bottom of all this. Great thinking, kid. Keep digging.
Oh, sure, you're welcome. I think.
Your assignment begins now.
Stay cool.
Can't keep up this nightmare rodeo forever! Oh, back up, super hot!
Ghost is scaring everyone away!
Quick, get it while it's done. You caught me bad. Huh?
This trap's running on fumes. Time to recharge.
Got the ghost. Now tackle those remaining rifts so they can't come back. Only one rift stands in your way. Destroy it.
We'll handle it from here.
What the?
Stand back, folks. Stunned it. I'm pretty sure I stunned it.
Rift sealed, ghost congealed. All in all, a solid day's work.
Hey, recruit. I've got good news and grim news. I think we figured out a way to use this binding relic to free Winston, but not before Nameless decided to shower us in ectoplasm. We've cleaned up, but we could use your help here. Get to the lab. You made it just in time. Eddie, you good?
Locked and loaded. Configuring blast.
Ready up, rookie. In case this goes south.
Take this as my final warning. If anything happens to me, your friend will be a distant memory. Zedamore will be Zed no more! Perhaps I'll spare your world from annihilation, but I won't make any promises.
Winston! Are you okay?
I feel like I just got out of the longest shareholders meeting of my life.
It worked? Yeah, I mean, of course it worked.
I'm free? No! Release me from this enclosure now, or face the consequences! This stupid pickle jaw can't hold me for long! I will bide my time, amassing my power, and then I will decimate everything you've ever loved. Congratulations!
Good to have you back, old friend.
Thanks, Ray. Speaking of old friends, someone get Vinkman on the phone. I'd like to have a word.
My rage is rising! I will make this firehouse a gateway for hell! Unlike anything you've ever witnessed! You haven't seen what I'm capable of yet! Just wait! I know several tongues, the bad ones!
It is my utmost pleasure to let you know that your training period has come to an end.
Ha! They're firing you!
No, we're not. Can someone get him out of here?
He requires constant observation.
I know where he goes!
Congratulations. You are officially a Ghostbuster. We may be a small team, but every member counts.
And to commemorate this moment, we got you a little something.
Hey, considering what we've been through recently, what do you say we all grab a bite?
Pizza's gonna have to wait. We've got work to do.
Tough break. But that's the job.